thinking they're friends. 10 toes down, I'll be free until the end. Crib outside the city, I don't feel safe in my hands. Took so many years, I've been waiting for the wins. I'm in debt to no one but the one who took my sins.
Yeah.
I do it for real, there's no reason to pretend. If I do it once, I do it again. Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up. I'm just doing me, everything is on me. Oh, you matter what? Add it up. Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up. Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up. I do roll like a Mack truck. Country heart, I might cop a farm and go act up. Lot of scars, I was cold-hearted, now I'm backed up. Keep it real, I do this once a month, I don't rap much. I just take the money and go stack up. Only buying car to get tatted up. All that other bull, it don't matter much. You only climb me, I put the ladders up. Never fold, I done doubled up on the workload. I think I fell in love with the bankroll.
Let's go.
Pray up, get money, then we lay low. Add it up, bankroll.
Shout out to all the HBO. Salute to the SGs in this thing.
Everything is on me, oh, you matter what.
We still setting it up.
I'm just doing me, everything
You're jamming in to the nation, baby. Yeah.
Told her if it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up.
Come on.
Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding
Stop
up.
hating, baby.
Add
it up.
If it's all me, everything is on me. Gon' back it up.
Come on.
Matter what? Told you I'ma do me. Why you hating on me? It's not adding up.
Let's figure this thing out one way or another, Cowboy Nation. Let's go. Still setting this thing up, baby. Come on. Hey. Yeah. They say, ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. A prize fighter. Even when he's down, he's continued to throw those blows, right? Yeah. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. We ready. Come on. Come on. All right. I see that. Yeah. Appreciate everybody for jumping in and tuning in. My name is Law Nation. Y'all know how we get this thing popping. Y'all know how we rock. Y'all know how we roll. Shout out to all of the notification squad. Y'all swadding up. Y'all being on this thing like this, man. I love it. I love seeing it. Hey, Improvision, I love it. Hey, Cowboy Nation, we got a full show for you guys tonight. And I hope that you guys are all right with everything, right? Got a lot of things on our minds with this draft. Got a lot of things going on with this team in general, right? Shout out to you, Evans. Appreciate you for jumping in. Shout out to all of the people that's out here. Man, don't forget about sharing. Sharing is caring, right? Cowboy Nation, we just still got to take this thing one day at a time. Turn me up. Watch this. Woo! You can't keep a straight face today, baby. We get nasty with it. We get nasty with it over here, baby. We do. Come on. Yeah. Ain't no party like a cowboy party. Yeah. 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 I know this off season is long, baby. It is. Cowboy Nation, it is. It is. It is. But you got one of the crunkiest guys on this planet. You do. Cowboy Nation. Here's the situation. The off season is the off season. Now we do kind of we like to dissect a lot of things. We like to go over everything with a fine tooth comb. And my thing is what they did with the situation of prospecting new talent. I'm like in the middle. I absolutely believe it or not, like Ripley's. I absolutely like the Keanu O'Neal. The more and more I watch his tape, the more and more I watch his impact, I know that a lot of people like to associate it and paint it with one brush and say, well, look what he did with the Atlanta Falcons. He can't cover. He can't do this and he can't do that. But I'm looking at those hits, and in my mind, all I'm thinking about is this right here, Cowboy Nation. Just imagine Donovan Wilson. He hitting. And then you look over to your right and you got number 42. Congratulations to him. He signed officially today. And number 42 is hitting. That's enough right there, baby. Just think about it. Shout out to Jim Laws. Appreciate you, man. I'm glad you're able to see this. The Stallion Cowboy. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for jumping in. James Burden. Appreciate you, JB. Thank you for jumping in. Carlos. Shout out to all of the Facebook gang. Constantine with the K. Appreciate you. Man, can you imagine? Can you imagine? Just close your eyes and think as if you're the opposing team and you running the shallow cross route. Cross the middle, and you hear that cat. That's all you're going to hear, cat. And then you go back to the huddle. You get up, because you know how we do. We get up. We get up real strong. We like, man, there ain't about nothing, dog. And then you stumble a little bit and say, man, come on, help me up, man. Get me up, dog. I'm all right. I'm ready for the next play, coach. You line up again. Why? Why 80? Why 80? Come, and they telling you, motion back inside, and you're like, no. Where my button there? I should have had it ready. Oh, man. Oh, are you ready? Oh, no. Mama, they hitting out there, baby. Hey, there go that man again, 42. Cat. Is that the number he's going to wear, 42? Will he be wearing 42? Keanu O'Neal. And then as soon as you get used to him laying the wood, then you have Donovan. When I look back, I want you guys to go back and just look at the game. A lot of people think that the Minnesota Vikings game, just go back and watch that game. And let me know when you guys seen the turning point. You know how they do the NFL turning point, you know. I guarantee you my bottom dollar is somewhere around here. My bottom dollar is somewhere around here. But when old boy ran up that middle and Donovan said, Oh, you coming in my domain? Okay, because remember, old boy, and I think his number was 33. For him to get to that point, people got to realize that he blew by that front four, right? Go back and watch it. That's the first wave. He blew by the linebacking core, right? That's the second wave. But when it was time for that third wave, cat. No. Oh, my gosh. And we was nervous. We was nervous that game because anybody with legs could run on us. Look, I kid you not, the Cleveland Brown game, they had a third-string guy looking like the reincarnation. Well, although they still alive, but the reemergence, I can use that word because I don't want to say reincarnation, of a Barry Sanders / Emmett. I was sitting there like, good Lord. Oh, my. Cat. At the right, Jay Versick. He said, Dalvin Cook. Appreciate you. Hey. They was like, man, hey, before the game, Minnesota Vikings fans was like, man, we finna cook y'all up, baby. Man, we finna get 1,000 yards, right? We gonna run all over the Cowboys. But I'm telling people right now, those who understand, when you got somebody that can hit, they may get blown a little bit in coverage. That's why he's going to be on the weak side. The most depths of his coverages will be against the tight ends, right? But, man, oh, man, y'all could be at your house, kick cat. Oh, my goodness. He made Dalvin Cook fumble, too. Yeah. I was watching this show the other day with my daughters. It was Frog and the Princess. It was Princess and the Frog or Frog and the Princess, one of the two, or one or the other. And it was this scene, and I don't know if you guys are big movie people like me or movie buffs like me, but there's a certain scene on that movie that I laughed so much and I cried so much laughing. My daughter was like, baby, it's going to be all right, Daddy. It was so funny because I made her laugh too with it. It was a scene where there was these country guys, there's three of them, like the Three Stooges. And they was on this boat. They had tried to capture the two frogs. And them two frogs put a whooping on them so bad. Hey, and that dude, at the end of that part, at the end of that clip, those three guys was like just all beat up, man, with knots all over their head. And the frog jumped back on the boat. The movie is Princess and the Frog. And he said, boy, I'd never seen so talented frogs. Them frogs are something special. And then the frog said, and we talk too. That part, man, I'm telling you, man. That's it. That frog said, and we talk too. That doggone, them jokers got on that boat. They looked at them frogs and they said, damn, the frogs talking. They got the pedaling. They got to run it. Yeah. That's what I want the Cowboys to do. When you go across that middle and you sitting there saying, man, dang, man, they stinging out here. No, man, they stinging real. And they said, nah. And I hit too. I want that Donovan Wilson say, and I hit too. And I want them guys to get the running, get the chuckling. Go watch that movie, Princess and the Frog. Appreciate y'all for jumping in. Shout out to you, Uncle Charles. Appreciate you. And I know it's an older movie, but it's a real good one. And when y'all get to that scene where them two frogs say, and we talk too, man, it's just going to make you chill. It's going to make you laugh all out loud, Shout out to you, Rue Glock. Appreciate you for jumping in. Should we trade? This is from a dog, Daryl Ford. It says, should we trade some picks to get starters? All 10 picks are not starting. This is Daryl Ford. You got the same wavelength of brain that I have. I feel in the hearts of hearts that the Cowboys should not use all 10 of these picks. I feel that the Cowboys should package up some things and move up in the draft. But hear me out before everybody say, no, Law, no. Hear me out. Give me time to say this, right? Give me some time. We got some time over here. With that 10th pick, I think that the Cowboys should stay put. Stay put. Be the spider, cast your web, allow your prey to come to you. Don't get too cute with it. Don't get too fancy with it. You got an option to just stay put. Now that I said that, because there's some dogs. Look, let me find my little thing over here. There's some dogs in this draft. There are some flat-out dogs in this draft. And you, by just staying put, can get 2-3 of them. This would be a damn good draft if you can find 2 starters. Now, I know a lot of people say, nah, Law, we need 4 or 5. No. You're looking for 2 solid starters because this is how the draft is. It's a fickle process. It's cycling, but you got to figure out how I can maximize my chances, my opportunity. And dog it, iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. So how can I maximize that? From my opinion, would be sitting still with the first pick, and then you can get greedy. You can get greedy on the second one Meaning that, okay, we had a show the other day. It was me, Boss Cowboy, and the OC. We was talking about the Tevin Jenkins kid, and we was talking about the fact that, okay, what about such and such, about somebody else? And I forgot the name of the person. I think it was Christian Darrisol. I think it was him. And they said, man, he's hear me out, he's not seasoned enough to be at the 10th pick, right? And that's Christian Darrisol, right? It's just too much. It'll be too much of a reach to grab him at the 10th pick, right? But he would be better suited like in between that spot, between the 10th and the 44th, but you don't want to grab him with the 10th, right? It'd be too rich. And we got several players like that. The JOK, Jeremiah kid, y'all can say his last name. I'll mess it up right about now. But the JOK kid from Notre Dame, too rich. It'd be too rich for us to grab him at 10. A prime candidate at 22nd, 23rd-ish, around that frame. But it would be too late for the 44th pick. Too late for the 44th pick. Let me repeat, too late for the 44th pick. So what the Cowboys got to do, I did a video on this, shout out to you, David Jenkins, that the Cowboys should, that's the operative word, grab whoever they need to grab with the 10th pick. Say, okay, good. And before day 2 roll around, jump back into day 1, right? Jump back into the first round pick, trade up in the first round pick, and grab your other guy. Sip the Truth, 1999 HBO special. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you for that. Appreciate you. Let me give you one of these. You keeping the light on over here, Sip the Truth. Appreciate you, man. See all the lights behind me? You keeping the lights on, man. Appreciate you. Carlos F. That's just your last name. You didn't put your whole government name out there, but I appreciate you, Carlos. That's accurate law. First 4 picks will be a quarterback. So eventually, at the 10th pick, we still have an awesome option right in our hands, right? And we talk too, right? It's so right, Carlos. Like right there, you don't have to reach. You don't have to go around and say to yourself, let me rob Pete to pay Paul. You don't. You flat out don't. And let me give you a consolation prize. First round draft picks, you get 5th year option, right? You get 5 of them. I got 5 on it, right? Now, Avery Dudley, I'm gonna go over that, and I see your point there, but I'm gonna go over that in a few. He says, Captain trade down, but we're gonna go over that in a few. 5th year option. Think about this, Cowboy Nation. If you hit right with one of these guys, let me know if the 5th year option still count, regardless of where that guy is drafted at in the first, right? So let's say, for example, and I'm just using this as hypothetics, you snatch up a Slater with the 10th overall draft pick. You're going to have mixed reviews. You're going to have some Cowboy fans be like, I don't know. You're going to have some Cowboy fans that's going to be flat out, boo. You're going to have some Cowboy fans be like, yeah, baby, yeah, we got Slater, baby. Hey, we're going to shut that kid down over there in Washington land, right? Right, we got Slater, right? We got our future. We got everything leveled out. Good. Then, if you go into that same first round, and you hear that, hold on, give me one little second. You go and you hear this all of a sudden. Yeah, you hear that noise all of a sudden, and you hear the trade banner that goes across the bottom of the screen, and you still, you drinking your drink, you got your Mai Tais, whatever you may be drinking on, your libations, you might be rolling one, and you sit there again, you be like, oh, wait a minute, Cowboys doing what? They doing a trade? And then all of a sudden you hear, with the 23rd pick, the Dallas Cowboys select J.C. Horn. I think that I think that somebody's going to get so crunk that it's going to be like nastiness because I'm looking for my music album. You can get somebody so crunk, they're going to be like, yeah, you mean to tell me we fooled around, got Slater and J.C. Horn? Oh, God. You going to be so crunk. Yeah. And I think Cowboy Nation, wrong type of music because I'm doing like this. I'm supposed to rock to this one. Then you rock that thing all the way out because now you have your mindset. Yeah, Italian Cowboy said, man, yeah, you got to have your Hennessy, man. You got to have your Hennessy. And mine's low. I don't have no more over here. But with Sip the Truth, I'm going to have to go get some. Appreciate you for the donation there. It can flat out happen. Or it can be the Greg Newsom. Or it can be Patrick Surtain. It could be, let me do this. Let me do this one then. It could be just like this. Let me see if y'all be like this. With the 10th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Patrick Surtain, Alabama. Hey, I think that some people will be happy about that. But then they might hear this right here. The Cowboys can flat out do this, Patrick Surtain, and then you hear, let me see if I get this right. Bear with me. With the 20th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Tevin Jenkins. You know what I'm saying? Now you be like, oh my goodness. Oh, you see the banner rolling around the bottom. Your heart beating fast. You're trying to figure out who did the Cowboys win and go grab now. So now you got Patrick Surtain and you got Tevin Jenkins. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna read your comments. I love reading your comments, man. I want to read. Y'all have my heart beating. Heart beating. Yeah. Who we gonna get? KD, who we gonna get? Heart beating. Oh no. Italian Cowboys, he'll be doing backward flips. Call the paramedics, huh? Oh my goodness. So the draft is always brand new feelings. Marcus B, appreciate you for jumping in. It's one of those things where we will be looking at it and we'll be saying to ourselves, man, we got Patrick Surtain and we got Tevin Jenkins. Or in another world, and that was 5 years. 5 years you got those guys. Cheap contracts. Now Jenkins, I've seen some mocks that he even went in with the 70-ish range, around that range. Or it can flat out happen there, That's why the draft is such a fickle process. Let's see. Constantine. I think we should get either Surtain or Horn at the 10th pick and then trade back in at the 38 or to the 40th and grab Asante Samuel. Oh my goodness, that would be good. Or he says, or Nick Bolton or Javon Holland. And what Constantine is saying with the K, is it's saying that we should do that. We should cover ourselves. We should look into it like, okay, Cowboy Nation, we got Asante Samuel, maybe one of the most underrated DB out of this entire draft, right? Greg Newsom wasn't getting no love until his pro day, right? He was underrated. Let me tell you somebody else, Kevin Joseph, very underrated. Some mock draft, even when they picked him in the 4th round, they're giving this brother a C. I'm saying like, wow. They say he's not a football guy. But Nick Bolton, people look at Nick Bolton, what he did with his particular school, and some people have their reservations on. But what I want, this is what I want, and hear me out, Cowboy Nation. I want us to find in this draft somebody better than Terrence Steele. Okay? Capiche? I want us to find in this draft somebody better than a Rashard Robinson. Y'all remember him when he was out there? We was like, man, where Reggie at? You know, I want the Cowboys in this particular draft to find somebody that can trail and cover, and I'm not throwing any salt nor shade at Jalen, but I want somebody that can at least trail, cover, find the tight end up the seam, and at least put the ball down. And I want whoever they draft in this particular draft to put a lot of pressure on our interior. I know that some of these guys, just like those old cell phone plans is grandfathered in, but here's how it goes. I want a young fish to get into this draft and to raise everybody level of anticipations, tenacity, game plan, studying. A lot of times, by drafting somebody that some of that old shine get off on you, you start to work a little bit harder. You start to say to yourself, man, how can I cannot put myself and my mind together because this guy is on my you know what. I should have planned this out a little bit sooner, but let me see if I can do it on the fly. I love doing things on the fly, but let me see if I can. And y'all bear with me. Matter of fact, I know what I can do. I'm gonna play this little excerpt while we do that. You know, I'm gonna play this little excerpt from, I believe, I want to give them credit. It was from 105.3 The Fan, right? Not 13 Ticket, but 105.3. Let me see if I can play this right here. Let me know if y'all can hear that.
Are you going to the draft? Because it sounds like this thing's going to be full go. It's outside. Mm-hmm. It's going to be on the lakefront, and they're going to use the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And it feels like and sounds like things are going to be sort of normal for the NFL draft. I think that's the right way to put it. Of course, masks will be required, but the NFL's already released its plans, and they are set to have that draft April 29th through May 1st. On the lakefront, main picks will be announced on the NFL Draft main stage on Lake Erie, and invited guests will sit at the draft theater. My question is, do you feel okay going? Like, are you going to go? Yeah. I envision that picture of just, you know, I almost envision it the same way you would the parade for the Cavaliers. You know, that same, you know, that's how you want to look at it. You want to look at it and say, man, every football fan in the world is going to be here for the draft, and that you're going to have tons of fans, and they're going to be able to, you know, be out there. And we've seen other cities host this NFL draft before, and you've seen how electric it looks. I mean, this picture to me, any other year, looks 100% electric. Like, it's going to be awesome. Like, look at Cleveland.
Be
like,
at the draft,
like everyone will be looking at us. You know, it's not. It's something super special, and you know, they're going to have some kind of restrictions. You're going to have to wear a mask. At least that's what they're saying right now.
Yeah.
And you're going to have to follow social distancing protocols.
No doubt, man, with that. Who all going to be at the draft this time around? Y'all let me know. And I believe one of my guys going to be out there, Big Game James. There could be some more people out there. But let me know if you're going to be at the draft. Let me know. Hit me up. I'm not going to be there. But there will be some festivities that's around Dallas area that I might attend, you know, give or take of the weather, give or take of how many people are going to be there and the policies and these sorts of things. I want to bring up this particular picture to go over the point that I said that sometimes you can be looking at a situation saying that, man, I'm okay. I got my corn, I got my bag. I made it. But then there's this young fish that can come around the corner, and he can make your heart start beating. And you say, man, I'm going to wear this button out, by the way. I'm going to have to figure out a way to get it back in this gym, get back in shape, because this young fish is on my butt. You know what I'm saying? And this young fish it's been on the team for a second now. Let me pop the picture up. Bam. This young kid, y'all know who that is? Do y'all know who that is? This brother been working out. He's chiseled now. He looks like, hey, I can really go the distance. For anybody who have reasons to have that reservations now on me, guess what? I'm ready. I've been working hard. I've been working hard for results. Everyone have a reason, but results are what matter. Y'all think I like to have the notion that people say that I'm a one type of running back? And this is different from what Jones kid name? I forgot his name. I know this is Tony Pollard, but what was the Jones kid? Was it Felix? Felix had cat-like quickness, right? But when Felix during the offseason, he was pressing, he wanted to be, hey, I'm seeing what Chris Johnson is doing. I'm seeing what all of these boys are doing. Steven Jackson, everybody's saying them this and everybody's saying them that. And Felix said, hey, I'm not going to get injured anymore. And Felix went from looking like David Chappelle to looking like Shaq out there with legs, with little legs. And Felix, he was a brown bowling ball type of running back after he done gained that weight, right? You guys remember that? But Tony P right over here, Tony, not Romo, but Tony Pollard, this brother been working hard. I've been working hard. I've been working hard. This brother been working hard, man. Hey, look at him. That look like some 25-pound, but that 25-pound, man, shoot, it'll get you right, though. Let me read some of your comments, man. Really appreciate you guys for jumping in and being in. Avery says Barmore will be there. Yeah, Barmore will be there. Or after the 75th pick, we will trade back into the 80th or 84th. Yeah, and we do have a lot of compensatory. Yeah. Santi, appreciate you so much for jumping in. Thank you for being part of this thing. Let me read some of your comments. Good vibes. Yes, Tony P. Y'all got Julia Jones or Felix Jones. It's from James Burden. Julia Jones always stayed in shape. Him and his brother, they just had some crazy stuff going on. But he always stayed in shape. I was talking about Felix Jones. Felix, you guys remember when Felix gained all of that weight, right? I know I ain't crazy. Felix, he was looking like David Chappelle. Well, David Chappelle swole now, by the way. But I'm talking about the old David Chappelle, right? When he played on half baked, for crying out loud. But, shoot, Tony P, he looked like I just can't wait to see him run. And there is news out there that the Dallas Cowboys, the only organization out of all of the other 31 other teams, right? They're not boycotting. They working out. And we got one of the state-of-the-art type of facilities, baby. $3.5 billion worth. Ain't this right, Jim Laws? Appreciate you, David. Thank you so much for making the donations to help elevate this thing. Let's see. Grown man bod. Yeah. I was going to post it on my IG, but I had to put all the no homo. You know how this stuff. I can't post a dude with his shirt off on. You know what I'm saying? I need to go post my picture up there. But truth be told, man, the kid looks amazing. And when you got that core body all intact, guess what that is? Dieting. Got to eat right. You got to eat right. You got to eat right. That's the one thing that you can't hide. And I hope my dog Thomas somewhere around here. I know Thomas Garrett, if you're in the house, man, I've seen your Facebook page, man. You know all about it. Shout out to you, man, whenever you watch this episode. He be on Facebook, man. I'm just like, gosh, motivate me to do like 3 or 4 more push-ups before I go to bed. Carlos says, David Wiley, appreciate you again, man. TP, a.k.a. Lightning, appreciate you. Carlos says, Law, I have a question for you. There is an OT, Isaac Alacon. I can't say that man now. I just messed it up. And the practice squad, do you think he have a chance or not really? We kept the same offensive line coach. And I remember looking at Alex's tape or what have you. I think that he have some raw abilities. Not good on the bend part of it and keeping his pad levels low, but he do have some good qualities. My thing is, if we got the same offensive line coach, right? We do. I think he did a great job with the calls he was dealt with. And they kept on putting Terrence Steele out there. To be honest with you, I don't think that kid have a strong suit. I don't think he have a strong chance. Everything we need to know about these guys, what happened this offseason, as it relates to this right here, their workout conditionings, staying out of trouble, and keeping their mind together and being ready to roll up the sleeves and put some work out there. Appreciate you, Rue. And some teams just don't draft well. Yeah, you're right on that. First pick, Law, who are you picking? Offense or defense? I'm picking BPA. Y'all can't trap me, baby. I'm picking BPA. Yeah, y'all already know how this thing goes. Let's go. Let's see what we get right here. What's the consolation prize? Let's go. Let's see what we got. We go 4 of them. We'll speed through this thing. Yeah. Shout out to the Draft Network. Appreciate them. I used to have ad blocker on, but due to their new abilities to say, hey, you can't operate our website without that with the ad blocker on. I feel them. So shout out to them. Y'all be sure to check out ddraftnetwork.com/mock. Let's go. Let's see who we gonna get, baby. Those with the quick eyes. Let me know who we got already, right? Come on. Dog ass motor says still came on near the end. I can't debate you on that. Let's see. The picks are in. Who y'all feeling, Cowboy Nation? Who y'all feeling? Yeah. Come on. All right, let's see who we got, man. Let's see who we got. Bam. So, all right. Turn me down. So, you guys see that? Will you guys throw up? Or are you guys still with me? Are you throwing up or are you still with me? What's your heart beating? It looks like we got Christian Darrisaw. We got Asante, not the singer, Samuel, right? All right, so we got those two guys right there. And let me see some throw up emojis if you're doing that. We got a Janarius Robinson. We got J Tuafile. I'm jumping out of the building, man. I'm like, yeah, I'm excited with J Tuafile. Kenny Yarbrough, or Yabro. I think that's how you say that, Yabor. I don't think you guys can see that down far. And we got Jamie Newman, Georgia. And Jamie is a poor man's Dak Prescott. So it could be a situation where this team still draft quarterback. They normally do that with this particular head coach in Green Bay land. So that could be quite possible. Darrisaw, he's a straight-up left tackle, right? if you like left tackles, if you look, the craziest thing. Let me see y'all comments though. Let me check on y'all right quick and make sure y'all got here. Yeah, y'all still here? Steven, you still here? Okay. Quentin Sanders says, "Man, this sucks, man, with the capital letters and all things, right?" Bam, bam, bam. I can't get rid of it. Here we go. Bam. There we go. All right. So let's see. Let's see what y'all saying here. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. Let's see if I got this right. Yep. And we are. So we got. The first pick is brutal. I see where you guys are coming from. You know, some are looking at it like, man, that first pick, though, Law. You know, that first pick is just terrible, man. As Charles Barkley was terrible, you know. It's terrible. Let me see what else y'all got over here. Come on, man. Where y'all at? Where you at? Bear with me. Bear with me. Cool. It don't want to show. I know I can get it show. It don't want to show. Come on. There we go. Properties. Where you at? Where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Show up. I'll be dipped in bird. Where are you? And then I gotta go here. Bam. I don't know. There you go. Don't y'all know it's accomplishment right there? Yeah, I got it up. You know, it took forever to get that thing up there. Y'all don't know, man, how much programming I had to do just to put that up there. Shout out to the programmer. All right, so let me go all the way back up. That mock draft is wrong. With the SF, the drafting Sewell, you know. Yeah, that is crazy. Yeah. Harold Jones, what's good with you, man? Now, how will the four-star general, our Dak Prescott backyard field play into the boycott of players skipping the season workout? I don't know. Oh, you talking about the four-ladder network? I don't know. I don't think nobody's going to skip these. Look, here's the situation. And hear me out, Cowboy Nation, while I'm setting this all up. Here's the situation. Dak Prescott got his master's in psychology. I think that Dak Prescott is a leader, and I think that people will listen and adhere to him and follow his demands. So even if they talk about boycotting or not being able to go to the facilities and these sorts of things, and by him having that half of a field in his backyard, he'll get those boys out there. If it's the tight end, the front five, and the wide receivers, if it's just them. And I know Ezekiel Elliott would be there. They're like, my buddy. You know, they're best of buddies. And Tony P, he's trying to get in good graces and everything that he can. So the day that Ezekiel said, hey, you know, I'm going to do special rehab down the street, and Tony P said, man, dog, I'll be there. What you going to be there, 7 or 8? What time you need me to be there? And then Zeke said, hey, Tony, you there? Yeah, man, I'm on my way. Oh, man, no worry, man. I'm on my way too, man. That's how this thing work, baby. Jay. Yeah. Jay Farm, appreciate you, man. See, Jay, I've seen what your brother doing, man. Let me bring this back up again, Jay. Your brother doing that, man. Your brother's doing that, man. He got the boy in shape, TikTok shape. And I ain't talking about the app. Let's see, Darasol. Let me pull this back up again. Darasol, what do you guys don't like about Darasol? Do you guys feel, and me, boss, and the OC, we was going over this, and I said, what about if the Cowboys, you know, we know the Tevin Jenkins, we do know the Rashawn Slaters of the world, right? We know was it Jalen Maben? Name at the tip of my tongue. Dylan kid, North Dakota. You know all of those guys. Let me see what y'all don't like about Darasol. Shout out to you, Sadiqua Charles. Appreciate you for jumping in. See some of my mods here, man. I really appreciate you guys for holding it down and doing all the community services, man. I think that you guys are the top community service people. And if you need help with writing that off on your taxes, man, let me know. I will say, yeah, man, these guys perform community services for the nation. Tired of taking Lyman Fergus from Florida Cowboy. I feel you on that. All right, so that link that's in the description box is ways of how you can jump on the show. Spit your mind. Spit it out here and call in and speak your truth. You know, I always like to give people an opportunity to spit their truths. All right, so what do you guys don't like about Ashanti, not the singer, Samuel Jr.? Sertan at 10 and Holland at 44. This is from, is it Lucio? Appreciate you. Let's see. Y'all just don't flat out like this one, huh? I feel you, though. I feel you. Let me see if I can pin the link. I pinned it. Yeah, so it's on the top. If you're on my YouTube page, the Law Nations 2.0. Of course, this will also be broadcasted live on the Law Nations page. But right now, I will not be able to go live on the original page or original channel until June the 2nd. So Liberation for the Nation is not until June the 2nd. There will be my Independence Day. My freedom papers will be on June the 2nd due to nefarious charges. I'm an innocent man, by the way. They got me locked up over there on the Law Nation page. Halfway, I'm on parole, you know. All right. Back is still killing me, keeping up. Shout out to you, Jim Laws. I hope all is well, man. Law, what do you think about what's happening to when Jerry is gone? This is from Pompey Telio. My thing is, I can't count the days and the sands of Jerry. He might outlive us all. He might have that vampire blood. He might have that movie. I saw a movie where the guy just jumped into another body. You know, he cloned somebody else, jumped into their body. Hell, he might have one of those things, man. You know, the reptilian stuff, you know. So he might be around here longer than all of us. KD says, free my brother. Yeah, free me, man. You know? Hey, will we win the East? Oh, yeah, David. David, we going to win this East, man. We going to win this East. We going to win. We going to win. We going to win. Ashanti always, let me see what you're saying here. Rue always making plays at FSU, though. The dude always around the ball. Yeah, call me a sucker, but for some reason, the three that I like, Antonio Winfield Jr., he kind of like broke open that mold of like, okay, hey, my father played in the league, I can do it too. And I know it must be many more guys that father that used to play in the league and they can do it. But these new age guys, like what he was able to do over there at Tampa, right? And now I'm looking at it like this, Cowboy Nation. I'm thinking that even Sertan, Horn, as well as Asante, they're going to be all right. They're going to be all right. I think that they're going to be more prepared to handle this type of world, this NFL world. Law can, this is from James Burden. Appreciate you, man. He says, Law, can we upgrade Connor No Power Williams? Yeah. There's a chart out there, and I believe is on, let me see if I can do it this way. Give me 1 second. Shout out to you, Pat P. Appreciate you. Let's see. Twitter on the 20. All right. And let's see. Kevin Durant. Let's go to my, it's somewhere right here. How do I go to mentions from here? And I guess I'll go right here. Bam. Did I retweet it? Look at that dude face right there. Let's see. No, it's not right there. I can't find. There we go. We go right here. Hey, it's somewhere. Come on, baby. Come on, find it. See, what you're not looking for is everywhere, right? Let me see who we treated. Aaron Donald is my NFL man crush. I don't believe that dude. Aaron Donald didn't do this money grab. That Jesse Holly, man. You know, yeah. Shut up. Let me do this right here live. You're tuning in live with me. Yup. Yeah. Let's see. Come on. Go. Tweet it. Reply. Oh, bam. Reply. There we go. Then we'll heart it. Yeah. And y'all check on my Instagram. You know, I said, according to the police, the man, and this is all off subject what I was talking about earlier, but, you know, y'all bear with me. Let's go. Bear with me. I'm doing bad radio right now. All right, so Aaron Donald is my, I already read that. Then he says, according to the police, the man told them that he accidentally bumped into another man, Aaron Donald, right, at the bar, who confronted him. Then the alleged victim told the police he was kicked and punched by the man, or that man, Aaron Donald, and another man. Who believes that story, right? Like, let's be real, man. Let's be real, and I'll try to find the subject line. But I can tell you this, though. Real talk. You can intentionally bump into Connor Williams, right? You say, man, Connor Williams, what's up, man? You think if you intentionally bumped into Connor Williams, that would have happened? You could be like, Connor, hey, Connor Williams. You know how old boy was on that sitcom with David Chappelle when he was acting as Rick James and he had his foot on the couch. He was like, F your couch, man. You can intentionally bump into Connor Williams, right? But I'm not talking about Connor. Shout out to Connor Williams. But come on, you know for sure you didn't accidentally bump into good old Aaron Donald. Now, just to be objective with it, trust and behold. If Aaron Donald played for the Cowboys, this would have been all over the news before it happened. It would have been on the news that Aaron Donald was going to the bar, right? But you guys get what I'm saying. This dude, come on, man. You don't have to lie to kick it. Let me go. I can't find the little clip. If I wasn't looking for it, it would be right in my face. That eye looked worse than was it Margarito eye after. Oh, yeah, at the Pacquiao whooping. Cowboy Mike, appreciate you, man. James says if you bump him with power, he'll allow you to walk by. You're right. Michael Campbell says, why are fans acting like we can't draft defensive player if we draft Kyle Pitts? We can give up 2022 picks, and we still have at least 7 to 8 more picks in the 2021 out of our 10. This is from Michael Campbell. Oh, you going back to the Kyle Pitts. I didn't know you team Kyle Pitts on Michael Campbell. Shout out to Kyle Pitts, man. I think that he's fantastic. I think that he will change the game if we fool around and grab him. Or hold him, grab him or hold him. My thing is, Mike, I don't want to spend no resources, though, man. I don't want to spend no. Look, I'm greedy with that 10th pick. But with all of the other picks, man, Cowboys can wheel and deal, move up, scratch up, try to do whatever they need to get the most quality or the best available player from that point. But stand firm, Cowboy Nation. I just don't like Jerry Wayne Jones to get cute. I don't want him to get cute. Tommy Hearns versus Martin. Right, Marcus B. Crawford had a bar fight, and it was on national news. It's from Unproven, yeah? And when we look back at that Crawford fight, and look, I'm handling multiple conversations here. I love it. When we look back at that bar fight, we can say to ourselves, he just pushed some guys over. He didn't even swing, He just pushed them guys all around. He didn't even swing. Nobody want to jump in on the call? Let me play this other clip. I'm going to send the link out once again. I know it's different. It's StreamYard. It's not a phone call. And I know it could be difficult. Let me send the link out again before I play this other interview. So, Cowboy Nation, come out and play. Come on. There's a link in the description box right there. Come on. Talk to me. Let's see what we have here. Jim, let's see. I have the meme that looked like the eye. Oh, my goodness, Jim Law. Post the link. Like, anything that y'all got, just at me on Twitter, and I should be able to get it if it's in my mentions, right? That's how I go to my mentions right here. There we go. This is what I was looking for. I didn't know how to get to my mentions. Here we go. Let me tighten it up a little bit. Bear with me. That's why I'm looking for my mentions, man. Omar is one of those guys that send and he tags good stuff all the time. And I love it because it's Cowboys information, and I'm reading all day. I'm at my day job and working my tail off, and I get the notifications from my Twitter, get the notifications on my gram. I got 105 in my background, turn it on, leave it on type of guy. Then I even jump over 1310 the ticket. I got to consume all of the Cowboy stuff that I can, right? But he sent me this, and he said that Pro Football Focus, right? Right. They got Connor pass blocking efficiency has improved every year. 2018, 94.8, 506 pass blocking snaps. 2019, 95.7, so that's an increase. 2020, 96.1. That progression's pass blocking has improved. My thing is, hear me out. I'm not trying to crucify Connor Williams. I think that he is an efficient pass blocker. I think he is. I think that these defensive fronts, and I could be 1,000,000% wrong. Let me leave this on the screen for a few more seconds. To those who are just catching up, y'all can read it and squint your eyes, I just look at it like when you're playing spades. You hear my analogy. You got your cards in your hand. You look down and you say, okay, man, I got the joker in my hand. I got a deuces wild. I know I can get 2 books. I believe in the hearts of hearts, those top tier defensive linemen, or those guys that penetrate. They look at Connor saying, okay, he gonna win. He going to win the first round. He going to win the first quarter. He's going to win the second quarter. But around that third quarter or fourth quarter, I got him. I know I can bull rush. I know I can get him off his marker. I can get him. I'm not saying that Connor give up 16 sacks, a season. But what I'm saying is that pressure, when they pick him up, look, I want you guys to go back, and I know there's Aaron Donald, right? You seen what he did to the guy who allegedly bumped into him. Y'all saw what he did. He said he accidentally, I don't know where it's at, somewhere on my page. He accidentally bumped into him, right? There you go. Here we go. I'm going to have to learn how to work this thing. He said he accidentally, according to the police report. You seen what he did when he accidentally. But I want you guys to go back to that first game. And Aaron Donald just picked up Connor and said, where you want to go? Rocky, my baby, to the treetop. He just picked him up and said, man, you my baby. And you can substitute that word for another one if you want. And he just dropped him over here. He did. Let's see what we have. Yeah. Let me go back to here. I got the bell. Here go the bell. There we go. Y'all trip me out with this one. That's the funniest meme, the GIF meme of all time. One thing I find interesting about the Pitts Cowboys nonsense is people when they say if we get Pitts, we'll be best offense in the league. We were number 1 in offense in the league 2 years ago. And the Cowboys, they got us to 8-8. This is from Quandra. Let me see. Who this is? I know this ain't Quadra. Who this is? I don't know who this is. They fighting. Let's go. John Cena can't see me. Got the lion. I don't have a picture of this person. Shout out to tagging me. Just tweet me and I'll see if I can pull your stuff up right quick. I'm thinking about the 8-8 situation. The Cowboys are always with that. Oh, they 8-8 to 8-8, and you would think that the Cowboys went 8-8 multiple times, but they went 8-8 one year. One year they went 8-8, and you would think they went 8-8 multiple times. And it doesn't matter what the defense did; it's just all for the quarterback. And I get it, I understand. Like the Jets game, the Cowboys should have won the Jets game. They should have beat the funky Jets, right? There was a touchdown that was called back. Right? There was a pass interference that somehow by Cedric Wilson occurred, but any other team, it would never called it. I guarantee you, if they let that slide or they let that roll, then there wouldn't have been, a situation that we talking about, hey, 8-8, 8-8. Cowboys would have won that game. There was literally in the end zone, the money zone, red zone, green zone, Jason Witten, you would think that Jason Witten, supposed to be a Hall of Famer, right? That good and well Jamal Adams on Jason Witten. He literally making love to him in the end zone, saying, hey, what do you got on? Oh, you got on Brute, man. Who wears Brute? He knew what type of shaving cream Jason Witten had on. Just Jamal Adams for that 2-point conversion. But nobody talk about that. The Saints game. I believe that there's a record that happened that day. Until that game, and you guys can look it up. And I know I sound like an apologist, but look at how the Cowboys lost to the Saints. One, a touchdown or a change of possession on Ezekiel Elliott, elbow down, and that's supposed to be Dak Prescott's fault, by the way. Elbow inside the ground. The ball come out, and everybody got the Ray Charles / Stephen Wonder vision. And say, nah, man, he fumbled that ball. Okay, we give him that. But never in the history of the NFL, until that point, I believe, y'all can double and do the fact check, never in the history of the NFL, 2 offensive pass interference on the offense from the same player in that particular game. Never. Let's look it up. Google it. Amari Cooper's supposed to, I guess at the top of the route beyond 5 yards, allow the DB to drape all over him and not get separation. Anybody who played the game, whether it's on middle school, high school, coach would say get physical at the top of the route, make sure that you get the guy off of you and fight toward the ball. You got to get a little bit. Look, matter of fact, coaches will scold you if you don't get back physical with the DB at the top. At the top of the route, Amari Cooper did exactly what he's supposed to do. Twitch, flip, get him off of you, catch the ball. First down. You look back, yellow cloth. Did it again. This time, you can literally see that the DB is draped all over him in the middle of the field. This is not even on the edge. Offensive pass interference. I can't make this stuff up. And if the kicker just make, let's say, 3 more kicks, the Cowboys would have had a better record. The kicker kept missing that year. People fail to realize that. Inside inside the 30. You'll think that, hey, man, you supposed to win that one, man. All you got to do is just kick the ball, make it. I think that there's a stat out there that Tom Brady wouldn't have 7 Super Bowl if his kicker couldn't kick. Think about how valuable that kicker is. I digress. I think the first 3 Super Bowls is very valuable to have a kicker that can kick. And all Brady had to do is get him there. Kick the kick. Can you imagine if he had that horrible foot? We wouldn't be talking about, well, he'll still have multiple Super Bowls, I believe, but he wouldn't have those first 3. Shout out to you always, lady. Appreciate you. Thank you for jumping in. They have no offensive line, no defense. It's from Charles. Appreciate you. I think the refs had it out for us that Dallas last year, especially after Dak got hurt. Sadiq with Charles. Yeah, last year, I think that the game that really kind of got my nerves with the refs was the Seattle Sea Chickens game when they called that crazy penalty on Jalen Smith. Yeah, it was like an out of bounds situation. Where's the opposition? He was the one that caused the penalty, the infraction, and they called it on Jalen. So that plays a major role, not a minor. You mean Greg DeLeg should have made that 70-yarder? No. This was 20, whatever the year we went 8-8, you know. Let's see. We lost from the refs, from the kicker, always later, yeah. Washington cheap shot on Andy. Yeah, last year. Oh, my gosh, yeah. Nobody moved on that bench. People were like, yeah. But all right, let me play this clip right quick. It's getting long over here. Let me go and play this clip. Let me see if anybody's in the lobby area. No, I've shut the link out. Yeah, let me see if I can find that. Give me 1 second here. Bear with me, Cowboy Nation. Bear with me. I got too many windows open. And here we go. Oh, we got some people up in here. Jim, what's good?
Yeah.
It's your world. What's good, man?
It was that damn Mar that missed out those field goals, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it was Brett Maher, you know. I was like,
damn it, I'll kick. I'll get my old ass up and kick.
Like he can make the 60-yard and the 55 and the 45, but when we get to 40 and the 35, he's like, I can't see. Can't see.
And didn't Jalen Ramsey do the chicken flop on Gallup?
Yeah.
That was another one.
Yeah,
that's another one we should have won.
Yeah, he lost some cool points.
You were talking about the draft picks, though.
Yeah, draft.
And, we're not going to draft all 10 of these picks that we got. So I was thinking, why not trade a couple here and there for a more higher quality player, somebody we would sign. Does that make sense? Like
plenty.
4 quarters for $1, you know?
Right. Plenty of sense. Because you're not going to roll out with the 2021 season and these 10 guys all making the team, making an impact. That's too much wishful thinking there.
Yeah. So get rid of a few of them, unload them to somebody else who does need them, and get somebody we really want.
Yep. You gotta really will and deal that, and there will be another wave after the draft. There will be some teams that will release some players, like some veteran guys, and then that's when we still have to really figure out that too.
Amen. Yeah. But the defensive side, I mean, you said we ranked first in offense. Look where we finished, you know?
Right. I believe that was like 18. I don't think we ranked very first place, but we was up there. The efficiency level is where I believe that the Cowboys have the worst issues at, red zone efficiency. And I can see what Michael Campbell was saying. Like, look, man, package up everything, sell the house, sell the farm. Let's go ahead and get this guy that can help us out on the red zone opportunity, which would be Kyle Pitts. And I agree with the fact that he's a red zone threat, but I just think that we should be cautious with that first pick and then we can be willers and dealers in the second and third and all of those compensatory picks. That's how I look at it.
Well, it takes me back to a lot of plays like when old Witten was in there and Amari's on the sideline. I'm like, he's going to get us 6 yards when we need 11. Damn it.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Yeah, that play. Oh, my gosh. Yeah.
I was screaming at the TV. I lost my voice on that. I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I do that a lot, though.
We got the greatest recall on all of those bonehead plays, man. We do. We got the greatest recall. We can remember, like, come on, Cowboys. Y'all got to do better.
And they should. I mean, it's just, but then again, you got a lot of refs that some bad calls. There's just no other way to put it. I mean, they got it out for us. I mean, I've never seen. We went 10 quarters without having a holding penalty called against the offensive other team. You know,
facts,
things like that. I've never heard of that ever happening before.
Yeah, and what they do is they sweep that under the rug and they said, man, it's just anomaly. That's just something that happened. But I'm like, nah, you can't go 10 to 11 quarters without a holding call. And one can argue that you can call holding pretty much on every play. So the efficiency level. If there was like a gang of teams, or like 5 or 6 teams that had similar situations, then I'd say, okay. But when you the only team, like, come on. But I don't want to get to that point where I'm always whining about that. But at some point, I just wish that somebody can speak out of it outside of like the players, right? Because I think Mr. Tank Laws talked about it, you know.
You noticed it all happened after Jerry challenged Goodell on, his power. Yeah. And that was a big, I think that's where it all began, right there.
No doubt. Jim Law, man, appreciate you, man. What else you got for the show before I let Uncle Charles see him waiting in the lobby area?
Oh, go ahead, Uncle Charles. I love Uncle Charles. He's my Uncle Charles. So, yeah, I got my bit out.
Appreciate you, Jim.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's a good last name there, Laws. I love it. Uncle Charles, man, what's good with you, man? Unmute yourself. Let me see. There you go. What's going on with you, man? How you feeling? I can't hear you, Unc. Yeah. Yeah, we going to have to I don't think they can hear you either. Let's see. Yeah, we can't hear you. I'm going to try call back, man. I'm going to let J Mac jump in. Jay, to the Mac, what's good?
What's going on, Law?
Nothing to it, man. Talk to me, man. What you got on your mind? What's on your mental?
Nah, I got a couple things. I've been trying to catch you whenever you live. Some things you've been hitting on that I went and looked up myself.
Mm-hmm.
One of them things is the Kyle Pitts thing. I remember a couple of streams ago you put up a chart comparing the tangibles to 5 other tight ends.
Facts, yep.
And I looked up the numbers, man. That dude Hawkinson, man, he was top 5 last year in the league. He had over 700 yards, and I think it was 7 touchdowns. The only ones in front of him were Kelsey, Waller, and Andrews.
Yeah, and that's what Boss Cowboy. I know do you know Boss Cowboy?
Nah.
That was his chart. He's a big guy on Facebook right now. He's growing his YouTube channel. His name is Boss Cowboy, and he put up his data chart with that, and he had potential bust with T.J. Hawkinson, and I'm looking at T.J. like, come on, y'all, it's too soon to talk about that because I believe that he's heading and trending toward the right way. But go ahead.
Yeah, now look, Noah Fant. I mean, we got to give Noah Fant a pass from last year. I mean, remember they had that one game where they had to sign some practice squad player in his first NFL game was the starting quarterback? I mean, come on, Law. He was playing with garbage back there.
Right. He was playing with nobody as quarter. He was playing with the equivalency of them calling me all of a sudden, say, "Hey, Law, can you throw the ball around for a couple of quarters?" You know. He couldn't throw to whoever the guy that was
Probably would
there.
have been around putting Vonda back there.
Mm-hmm.
Nah,
And-
yeah, Law was
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, and I was gonna say it's one of those things too, with and I'm not trying to throw Daniel Jones under the bus, but with that particular tight end, I know that he's not living up to his expectations over there, Ingram. But I can only imagine if he had a prolific.
That's the only guy I'll tell you he sucks.
Oh my God, you don't like him? What? He can't catch, right? And he can't run
Nah,
those.
he can't block either.
He can't. He's not a block. He's not a catcher, and he round his routes. But it'd be crazy. It would be crazy, Jay Mac, for anybody to say when they look at film, they see Pitts as Ingram, right? I don't think that the people who really look at film can say that they can make those comparables of the same, right? Because they
know
different.
what they're saying.
Yeah, but you can look at the measurables and say, okay, yeah, they look the same from a measurables aspect, but they don't play the
That's
same.
about it.
But go ahead.
And another thing I wanted to touch up on was we were talking about you were talking about these you want to take a corner and stuff. Man,
Right.
I was reading. I don't know if you ever got a chance to see that clip about Chris Sims where he was ranking corners, and he touched up a little bit on the Cowboys. He was talking about he can see the Cowboys taking like they were saying Kyle Pitts or offensive lineman because in Dan Quinn's scheme they're in a zone defense, so you don't really need a good man corner if you're going to be running zone a lot. They said a lot of Dan Quinn's defense is really relying on the safety play and the linebacker play.
Yeah, I did an episode on that. I think Brian Broadus said that the team would be also open to making some adjustments and switching out of some of those zone principles. And I said on the show, I said, well, I disagree basically because I want Dan Quinn to run his particular system. That's what we brought him in for, not to be this guy to try to change it. But I will say that with the mindset of if we're going to run a lot of zone principles, if we're going to play off man or loose man type of situations, you don't need to be so heavy on the draft as it relates to that defensive back. You can go get somebody in the second or the third round instead of spending that valuable pick with the first. I agree. But regardless of scheme, I don't want us to draft to fit scheme. I want us to draft best player available. And you want to know why I say that, Jay?
Why is that?
Because Taco, he fit the scheme, right, for the Cowboys when they was trying to draft an edge guy because they're looking at somebody that could put his hands in the dirt, long, lengthy, get around to the edge, although he wasn't very bendy. They didn't want somebody who would stand up and rush the tackle, rush the quarterback, which was TJ. So they drafted scheme, best player available for the scheme. Now, I don't like that. I want you to just draft the best player available on the board. So give me the best player, F the scheme, basically.
Yeah, I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. That's going to live to hunt them for a while,
Right.
passing up on T.J. Watt.
Right.
Now,
What are your thoughts on Parson? I see a lot of people as of lately been yelling Parson. Parson, what's your thoughts on him with the 10th pick?
Man, he's still young, man. He's not going to be a plug. I mean, he's going to plug and play, but he's going to be used to a lot of growing pains. I feel like there's better linebackers that are more polished, more seasoned, like that linebacker Davis out of Kentucky that you can plug in and he's going to be effective, right?
Yeah, Jamin Davis. Now, I want people to look up that tape, Kentucky versus Florida. He did a decent job against Kyle Pitts when he was asked to cover him inside and trail him up on the edge there. I want people to look that up. He's quick. He can cover. He got good hips as far as the linebacker, and he's a violent tackler. So he may be an underrated linebacker out of this draft.
Yeah, you also got that cat out of Georgia, Monty Rice. He's pretty decent too.
Oh yeah.
And
Flies
Dylan Moses.
around.
Me and you have talked about Dylan Moses before.
Yeah, Moses. Look, my thing is, it's crazy to me that this particular draft, far as the defensive backs, like in the secondary, like it's kind of thick. It's very thick in the second and third round where you can find quality guys. Somebody can make the strong point with linebackers. it's not heavy in the first round, but right in that second and third round, there's a lot of guys where we drafting that where we can go pick up that we probably won't get mad at it. Even if we go pick up Xavier Collins, if he falls in that round where we can move up a little bit to pick him up, he's a freak, athletically, and you can look at it and like, okay, it's a toy. We can play around with it. We will see how Dan Quinn and all of those boys can elevate him. So this draft I can't wait for it to happen, basically.
Yeah, me neither. I'm excited, man. But be honest, Lord, the Cowboys, if they don't go offensive line in the first round, I definitely see them addressing the offensive line in the second round, because that's really where you're gonna get you a good quality starter. After the second round talent, there's a big difference, in the quality of offensive linemen.
Yeah, it do drops a little bit. Now, I don't know the direction. Like what can help us out tremendously would be the first few teams this year. They so quarterback starving that all of those quarterbacks. Somebody, I think the same guy that you mentioned, Chris Sims, he mentioned that I believe that there could be 6 quarterbacks drafted in the first round, which that bumps back everything, and that helps us out tremendously, right? But the Jalen Mayfields, Samuel, the kid from Texas, he's out there. Dylan Rundez, I think that's how you say that man's name, from North Dakota. We got some tackles that we can get that will be in that later round, and we can get the BPA, whatever you want to call it, the BPA, best player available, or the best athlete in the first round. So there's options out there for us. There's a lot of options out there.
Yeah, I mean, but if you want to get like a Walker Little or a Leatherwood, or, lineman with a first-round grade that dropped, like you're saying, with all these quarterbacks, I mean, we're probably going to have to go in the second round. I mean, man, I'm telling you, a lot of people need to be prepared. Don't be surprised if the Cowboys don't go corner in the first round. If the linemen sitting there, Sewell and Slater, I can see them going in that direction, since, like you're saying, they're so heavy right now in this draft in DB play. There's so many good DBs. We haven't even talked to Campbell or Stokes or Kelvin Joseph out of Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean,
it's deep. It's deep,
and
bro.
look. Just think about this, Jay. That's just the cornerbacks. When we start talking about the safety aspect of it, the safety class is deep too. So, regardless, and James Slater reported earlier today that the Cowboys are leaning more toward Trayvon Moorich kid.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I get a lot of people saying that he's hyped, but man, to me, when you look at his tape, the Javon Holland tape, even the Jamar Johnson kid, all of those guys, I'm looking at them. Can they be better than what we had out there in a Xavier Woods, or can they be better than a Darian Thompson? I think that if the Cowboys take their time, even if we get Caden Stearns, who I believe if they can just slowly bring Caden Stearns in and not rush the kid out there. That's the kid from Texas, by the way. He's super raw, but he's still developing. But I like what he can do out there on the field. If they slowly bring him in, the Cowboys will be okay even with him because of the mentality.
I'm going to tell you like this,
yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this one, but I would not waste my second-round pick on Richie Grant. I don't care if he's sitting there. He's not – I don't give him a second-round grade. There's too many safeties better than him that I would take ahead of him that you can get in the third round.
Who you got? Jamar?
I'll take Jameer Johnson. I'll take Holland. I'll take the other safety from TCU. I'll take Cisco.
Washington?
I mean, Washington. Yeah, I'll take Cisco. I have them ahead of Richie Grant.
Well, my thing is, look, I'm going to be doing backward flips. Look, as long as he can play with the mentality better than what Xavier Woods showed us. And I'm not trying to use him as a beating rug because I believe there's nobody in this chat right now that was moving furniture around saying, oh, man, we didn't get nobody out of Xavier Woods when we drafted him. So Just go ahead and figure this thing out, Cowboy Nation. I'm gonna let Uncle Charles on, man, but I really appreciate you, Jay, man. What else you got for the show before I let you walk?
Oh, that's it. I appreciate it, man. Like you said, I can't wait for the draft, man. Hopefully, you'll go live on it and I can catch it, while watching on your stream.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do something, man. But I think Boss, Cowboy, now who is this? Skywalker Steel, as well as the OC. They're gonna be live on their page. I think Big Game James, he'll be at the draft, so that's gonna be dope. Vach Lombardi will be doing the draft, and I think that my dog Shango, he might be doing something, and I will be trying to jump in and out because I'm gonna be doing some things. But I'll see, though, man. I'm going to be crunk regardless, though, man. But I appreciate you, Jay.
All right, Law. Thank you, man. Appreciate you having me.
Salute. That's a good call from Jay. Let me see if Uncle Charles, man, can you bless us today, man, with your voice, Uncle Charles?
What's up, man?
Yeah. What's good with you, man? Talk to me.
Man, I apologize. I got me a new phone. I've been trying to get this thing worked out, so I apologize. So.
Man, no apologies, man. You don't have to have no apologies, man. It is what it is. Technology, man. That's what it is, man. But go ahead.
Man, but I'm going to say this, man. I want to send out a service announcement to the Cowboy Nation. If you out and about and you run into Arizona, go the other way. Please do, because you'll have your eye looking like hamburger meat. I'm telling you right now. A few little pieces of string on that dude's eye, it'll look like a football. Yeah, he went to Burger King all right, and he had it his way. Well, he didn't have it. Arizona had it his way. So leave Arizona alone, brother. That ain't working out. But I want to just say this. The draft is slowly but quickly coming upon us, almost like Christmas. And that's without Santa Claus. And I just want to ask you a question about J.C. Horn. Do you think if they pick him, would he be the right pick at number one?
Oh, my goodness. If J.C. Horn was a guy that they picked with the 10th overall, I'm going to sit there and say I'm going to be so happy about it, even if it's Surtain, even if it's and I know it could be a situation that Pitts is there, even if it's him. But let me break this down. If it's Horn, we know we'll have that other dog mentality out there. If it's Horn, we know so also with Horn, he's not afraid to play anywhere on the field. I've seen him play safety. I've seen him play down in the slot. I've seen him say, okay, who's your best person? Oh, it's Kyle Pitts. Let me put him in a box. I've seen this kid do just about everything you can imagine. Now, even with Surtain, if it's him with the 10th overall draft pick, there's an interview out there on the web. His father, and of course, the father are always going to speak glowingly of the son. But the way and the passion he spoke about his son, like, that's my son, And I think that he would not allow his son to fall. And he's going to make sure that he's on point. He's not out there clubbing and partying and doing all type of stuff, as they call turn up. He's not going to be that guy, that wild kid. He's going to make sure he mentor his son, and he's going to make sure that he's going to have the best version of himself. When they chose the workout facility, I was listening to the interview of Patrick Surtain's father, saying, okay, they chose Arizona to work out there. And he told his son, look, don't go drinking, don't go partying, don't go talking to females, don't do this, don't do that. Stay focused, son. This is the biggest job interview you will ever have, and I want you to do this, and that, and you will have the best performance. And I believe that your coaching starts from your family, and if you got a father out there, man, that can be able to elevate you, man, it goes a long way. And I think that even if we go with Surtain, you got somebody that will push him all the way through and through. But go ahead, Uncle Charles.
Well, in saying that, Law, see, this is what I'm saying, a father and a son. We're talking about family. And when this draft is quickly approaching, and we need to stick together, everybody got to play their part. Mm-hmm. Let me just say real quick. I was in the 7th grade in my drama class, and I was struggling. I wasn't going to make an A. I wasn't going to pass. And my class chose me to be a producer of Romeo and Juliet. Miss Jones, Juliet, and Mr. Jones, and Mr. Jackson was Romeo. Whereas a scene come up in the play where Miss Jones supposed to cry. She's supposed to say, Romeo, well, I'll die, Romeo. And she's supposed to cry. Well, I said, Jones, why you didn't cry? She said, baby, I just can't cry when this scene come around. I said, Miss Jones, what size shoe you wear? 6.5. I said, well, put on some fold. When your toes swell up in your shoes, you'll cry from pain. It ain't close. I am tired and sick and tired of seeing our linebackers chasing running backs and tight ends, especially Jalen Smith. It's like a chihuahua chasing a station wagon. I'm sick of it. We're going to make it, Cowboy Nation. We just need to get that first pick off the board, but it's got to make sense. And I love y'all, man, and I love you, Law.
Appreciate you, man. Love you too, man. Appreciate you. Always bringing the thunder, man. Oh, my goodness. The storylines, man. Hey, you had problems with crying? No worries, no worries. Hey, wear those smaller shoes. You'll cry then. You got to figure out ways to compete. You got to figure out ways to complete your mission, too. So, man, his analogies, his storylines are right on par. Look, everybody have a reason, but results are what matter. You got to always figure out, how can I get to this point? Regardless. Nobody's going to feel sorry for you. Nobody's going to sit back and wait for you. You got to figure it out one way or another. And if you want it, you will do it. And you will listen and adhere to those who got that wisdom and understanding and who've been down that road before. Have you ever been in a situation like this, Cowboy Nation, when somebody say, hey, man, don't go that way. The road is closed. And you're sitting there like, man, I go that way all the time. I know that road. And you go down that road anyway, and then the road is closed. Now you got to end up driving all the way back around, asking somebody for alternate directions on how to get back around to that side of the world or that side of the bridge or that side of the city. It happens. Adhere to your elders, man, and listen to what they got to say. Shout out to Ruglock, appreciate you. Cowboys, Mike, appreciate you. And shout out to all of the people that called in today, man. I'm just giving one of these, man. Let me see. I got Heartland. Appreciate you, man. You live. What's good? Heartland Cowboy fan. What's good, man? You live.
I didn't mean to do it.
Oh, yeah. Appreciate you, though. All right, so Bram, appreciate you, man. He says, when are you going to make the switch to the Raiders? Shout out to the Raiders, man. They over there in Vegas, right? I can't wait to go down there. Oh, Vegas, man. Oh, nice out there. Never. That's when I'm going to make that switch to the Raiders. Never, ever, 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 ever making that switch. All right. And speaking of switch, let's switch on over to this right here. Let's listen in to these guys right here.
Comes to mind.
So you're totally out on it.
Yeah,
though,
I just kind of say they're all different. Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Except for the guys that it makes sense. When you see a guy and you're like, oh, okay, that kind of looks like, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah. I have the one comparison I think I've told you.
All right, let me rewind. This is 105.3 The Fan.
One of the hardest questions I get, Jeff, I don't know about you, is when somebody
And
always
Jeff
asks
Kavanaugh.
you, please compare this player to somebody else.
Yeah, I just tell people no unless something jumps to mind.
Okay.
So you're totally out on it.
Yeah,
though,
I just
right?
kind of say they're all different. Everybody's different.
Everybody's different.
Except for the guys that it makes sense. When you see a guy and you're like, oh, okay, that kind of looks like, and that happens sometimes.
Yeah. I have the one comparison I think I've told you. Maybe I was on the draft show with you. I was talking about Devonta Smith from Alabama.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he's Marvin Harrison.
He said Devontae Smith is Marvin Harrison. Do you guys agree or disagree? And I know player comps, a lot of people like it. Some people don't. My thing is you can use player comp to really say, okay, this guy plays like. He puts you in the mind of. Sometimes people fall and they hear this person plays like Marvin Harrison and they expect the same results. So I want Cowboy fans to know that when you guys hear comps, don't look at it like this person will be that person. No, you got to understand, too, Marvin Harrison had Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning had Marvin Harrison, right? So different environments, different locations, different times. So there's a lot of stuff that goes into the mind of when we say player comp, right? So I want people to understand that, right? So let's go.
Yeah, when you look
Makes
at his
sense.
size, Marvin Harrison, when he came out of Syracuse in 1996, he was a 18th overall pick. He was 6 foot, 179 pounds.
Ooh.
That's an American hero.
Yeah. So and last year my Tristan Wirfs, that was Walter Jones.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad he played a little bit like Walter Jones. But Matt Bowen from ESPN came up with his comparisons.
Okay.
Would you like to hear a couple of these?
I'd like to hear a couple.
Me too. Shout out to Jeff
How about
Kavanaugh.
this one?
Check out his YouTube page.
His comparisons for. Let's look at this one. I was trying to find some.
Oh, Brian, it's the first one, Brian.
No, they're in different orders. I just wanted to, I don't have a lot of time. I wouldn't appreciate you interrupting like that.
You're
I
right.
don't have a lot of
Go
time.
ahead and tell him to shut up.
I'm
right.
not going to do that. But Patrick Surtain,
I'd like to take some time to apologize
that's okay.
for interrupting.
Patrick Surtain,
That boy's off the chain.
his comparison is Marlon Humphrey from the Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, I can see that.
I can really see that. Patrick Surtain, Marlon. Mm-hmm. What they gonna say? Patrick Surtain, Marlon, and I can see Lattimore for J.C. Horn. Right? Let's go. Let's listen. Roll Tide. I see you.
Big dude, physical.
Yeah, 6'2", 208 pounds. This is what Surtain is, and he's talking about with the frame and the press man traits to challenge wide receivers both inside and outside the numbers.
Right.
He's got that shorter quickness, recovery speed to finish at the ball. He's physical, competitive. He can set the edge. He was talking about, that was his comparison, Marlon Humphrey. Good player for
That
the
one-
Ravens, right?
Yeah, and he's good. Yeah, that one makes sense.
He's solid.
How about
Yep.
this one? This one is Micah Parsons.
Okay.
Golly, I mean, who's that athletic? Who do you even use?
He is Darius Leonard from Indian.
Do y'all see Micah Parson as Darius Leonard? I'm gonna let him finish. Let me let Broadus finish.
Indianapolis Colts as his comparison there. Is that
no? Because Darius Leonard, I don't know. I like Darius Leonard he's a skinny guy.
You're right.
he's thin,
Linear.
he's tall.
He plays
Yeah.
at like 215 or 220. Parsons is like 245
40
pounds
Right.
and a transformer.
Right.
He said he's with Parsons, he's saying an off-ball linebacker with pursuit speed, second-level range, disruptive traits, and base or sub packages. He's like a pressure player that you can use. He says you use him on blitz stunts, heat up the pocket for multiple alignments. He has upper-tier traits to play a productive role in a three-down. See, there's people that have questions about really if Parsons is a three-down player.
Right. And he
So,
is if
break it
that
down.
third down means he's rushing the quarterback.
Yeah. I think that's one of his best traits, to be honest with you. His
Yeah.
ability to attack
Yeah.
the pocket. How about Jalen Waddle?
Before you go to Jalen Waddle, man, this Micah Parson groove is always mind bundling, right? It's like you gotta look at it like, okay, Parson, and then we gotta look at it like, okay, what do we got? Is Sean Lee gonna play for the 2021 season? Y'all let me know. Y'all put it down. Y'all put it down. Please put it down. And when we think about that part of it, will he play? And 6'2", 245. Okay. Let me see what y'all saying over here. Let me see what y'all saying. Bama fan, Waddle. I'm seeing Notre Dame fan over here, JOK. That's Michael Campbell. Okay. Shout out to you, Pickle Rick. Appreciate you. Appreciate you for jumping in. I don't know, man. He should be our linebackers coach. This is Cowboy Mike. Let's listen to what else they have to say. But my thing is, I know Parson could play around that edge. but he may be better suited as a potential Mike. Y'all fight me with that. Yeah, let me see. Y'all fight me with that. Y'all post that down below. Where if the Cowboys play that little jingle. Let me see if I can play that jingle. If the Cowboys go and they go with the mindset of with the 10th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Micah Parson. They play the da-na-na-na-na-na-na. They play all the little music and everything. And where would you put him? Like, would this be like, okay, LVE, Sayonara, my brother, Or would this be like, wake up, Jalen. Wake up, my brother. It's time for you to go, right? Because he's so versatile. It's so versatile. Let me find a link where I can play this thing. Bear with me. Here we go.
Anybody you have in mind with Jalen Waddle, all your receivers that you've ever watched?
Marvin Harrison?
Something between
I see what you did.
something between Tyreek Hill and Deshaun Jackson.
That's exactly what he said. He said Tyreek Hill. He says Waddle has the explosive traits to. That's why Jeff's good at this receiver stuff. Says he has the explosive traits to open up options for NFL offense as a motion movement target or manufactured touches. Very similar way to what we see with Tyreek Hill.
Waddle ain't no Tyreek Hill, though. He ain't no Tyreek, man. Tyreek, when you look up Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, that's how Tyreek is built. Waddle's not built like that. I'm nervous of Waddle. I'm nervous of Devontae Smith. Hands down, let me know, Cowboy Nation, in the chat, who you rather have, Jamar Chase or Waddle. Let me see. Jamar Chase or Waddle. Who was the other guy he said that he reminded him of? Let me rewind a little bit. Let me see if I can rewind a little bit.
That's why Jeff's good at this receiver stuff.
Who he said?
Says he has the explosive.
Tyreek Hill and
Marvin Harrison?
Something between
I see what you did.
something between Tyreek Hill and Deshaun Jackson.
That's exactly
Deshaun
what
Jackson,
he said. He
okay.
said Tyreek Hill. He says Waddle has the explosive traits to. That's why Jeff's good at this receiver stuff. He says he has the explosive traits to open up options for NFL offense as a motion movement target or manufactured touches. Very similar way to what we see with Tyreek Hill at Kansas City.
Yeah, he's a monster. Jalen Waddle's a monster. Don't be afraid to pick another receiver, Cowboys. I wouldn't be mad at you.
Yeah, we talked about this. You waited till the very end. To
Well, I'm just telling you, if you wanted to take another receiver, that'd be the one.
be the one guy to take.
Bama fan, which one you want, Waddle or Smith? Devontae Smith or Waddle, Bama fan? Who you want? Who you want? It's a trick question. Who you want? Who you want? Lamont, appreciate you, man, for the elevation for the nation, man. I really appreciate you. HBO special, man. Law, what if we draft Parson, trade up and back in on the front end of the first round, I guess, and land Farley. Then go get Marvin Wilson. Boy, now we really be cooking. This is from Lamont. Let me exercise that thought train right there. Chris Collinsworth. I'm always got my eardrum to the beat of what's going on with the draft or what have you. And Chris Collinsworth, I believe, stated that Farley is one of the fastest people he's seen, and it could be loud smoke and mirrors. It could be paid advertisement. I don't know because of PFF. But I think that Farley is still that unicorn because of the injuries, and he cleared all of his doctor's report. So he cleared all of that stuff, however you call it. He cleared his physical, basically. So it could be a hit and miss. It could be everything. So the talent is there. And if you get him not in the first and you trade into the first, I guess, then they're still considered the first. There's a lot of resources. We got to figure out what they gave up to get him. But Marvin Wilson, He's not that big boy, right? So he's going to fight for the competition for that 3-tech. Him, Tristan Hill, Gallimore, they will be fighting for that spot there, that selection there. It's that 3. That will be a great treat to see because treat as in food, treat to see. I can't wait to see if the Cowboys do decide to get an interior guy like that. Chase all over. Let me see what Bama fans said. I would take either one. Come on, man. I'm trying to paint you in a corner, Bama fan. Appreciate you, though. But who do you want, man? You got to take one of them. I want to know, Bama fan. Nobody watched more Bama tape than you. You probably was live at the game, right? Bama fan, who you got? Waddle or Smith? Waddle or Smith? Come on, Bama fan. Come on, give it up. Give it up. Give it up, man. Come on. Come on. You stalling. For Dallas, Ruglock says Waddle. Come on, Bama fan. You stalling. Give it up. You know I get that from Coming to America. Samuel Jackson coming there with that shotgun. He shoot it in there. Hurry up. Bama fan says Waddle. Okay. Yeah. I think the Cowboys will be able to do a lot with Waddle, right? We'll be waddling into the end zone. Chase has better hands than Smith. Chase is just next level. I don't see how there will be a chance and opportunity for Chase to drop down to 10, Yeah. Waddle over Smith is from Pickle Rick. Let's find that play button. Man, I've been here for a long time. How long I've been live? Man, y'all let me know.
Just to keep him away
y'all let me know how long I've been live.
Giants and Eagles. That'd be fine.
How about Kyle Pitts, tight end from Florida?
There's not one. He's the greatest tight end prospect ever.
He compared him to a wide receiver, though.
Oh, okay.
Megatron.
Plaxico Burress.
Okay.
6'6", 246 pounds. He's got wide receiver traits, and he brings position versatility to a club. He creates schematical advantages.
Ooh, I love the word schematical advantages. If you think Plaxico Burress was any area of where they say trash, I recall Eli Manning just closing his eyes and just throwing it up away, and Plaxico with the what kind of injury did he have? I forgot what it was. It was like a hamstring or bad knees or feet or something like that. And everybody, mama, uncle, cousin, used to be so peed off at Plaxico because he never practiced. But on game day, the guy just put on his badge of honor and say, okay, quarterback, just throw the ball in my proximity and I'm going to bring the ball down. We talk about windows, like quarterback to wide receiver got windows. This Plaxico had the balcony. He was like Randy Moss without the speed, right? Terrence Short said, man, he shot himself and went 3 years in prison, two to 3 years in prison, got out and still was catching touchdowns. Manning played better that way, Avery. Yeah, Dudley, when Manning drops back, and he did us a favor for 2 years. He did us a favor because he beat the GOAT. He beat Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. But majority of the time, when you look at one of those plays, you're sitting there like, and Plaxico, like Ripley's, believe it or not, man, he killed us. He killed us. He used to just snatch the ball over T-New head. I'm saying, like, come on, man. We run into each other, and he just walk back into the end zone. I'm saying, like, man. Yeah. Terrence Newman. Y'all know how that thing go. Jarwin Schultz been good last 2 seasons when they played. It's from Sayfullah. All right, so I got a quiz for you guys. Now, Schultz just came aboard last year. Schultz said, Schultz, I'm going to show y'all what I got. Y'all bringing in Blake Bell. I'm going to show y'all what I can do. Hell, that rhymes. And what he did, was he showed out. I said I did a video. I said, man, props to Schultz. Oh, Schultz. But Jarwin, name me the game outside of the Giants game that you look back and say, man, Jarwin, man, he's balling, baby. He was a difference maker. Name me those games, and I'll go back and I do the evaluation. I do know that even though I believe we lost that game against the Saints, he did one vertical seam route, and I said, man, they was giving you the middle of the field, man. Why the Cowboys just didn't take advantage of that? I don't want, this is from Jay Lombardi. He said he don't want another tight end get some damn help on the defense, basically. I feel you, Jay. Y'all know I love defense, but I'm BPA all day. Sarkisian scheme at Alabama makes Devontae Smith and Jalen Waddle produce against college defense using their speed for wide open passes, very little to or contested catches, or in the in the NFL. Appreciate you, Michael Campbell. Yeah. The Sarkisian scheme, pretty dope. Let's see. Let's go.
I said that right, actually.
Yeah, I mean, those things are all true. And I guess Plaxico had a good career. I'm setting the bar higher. I have the bar set higher than Plaxico Burress for Kyle Pitts.
Would you play this guy as an inline tight end at all?
Yeah.
By the way,
because I think that's part of the advantage. Part of the advantage is putting him there.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but
Right.
you don't know. You don't know where I'm going to line him up.
So if you line him up in line, that you're thinking they're going to lose track of where he is on the field, right?
Oh, yeah.
I just don't want you to be able to play your defense in a way that's like, oh, they put another receiver in, put in another corner.
Right.
I want you to have to respect. He might be the sixth guy on the line of scrimmage. He might block. He might run a route from there. He might line up in the slot. He might line up outside. That's the name of the game, man. The name of the game is mismatches. I'm going to create them.
I know. There's no way he gets to you at 10. There's just no way.
He does play tight end.
Don't.
That's
go
our
there.
hope.
He's
He plays tight end.
He's not going to get to you. Don't worry about that.
Just my Jeff Kavanaugh is so funny, man. But yeah, he do play tight end, and if he somehow fall to 10, because you got to look at it. What we were just talking about: Jalen Waddle, Devontae Smith, Jamar Chase. You got 4 quarterbacks that's going to. You got Penei Sewell. You got Slater. You got a lot of options there that's going to go right in front of you. And everybody know that this is a quarterback's type of league. And once that first quarterback goes, man, people going to be itching. They're going to be like, ah. And the selling of the quarterback can start 2 to 3 days before the draft, right? It can flat out start. Now all of a sudden people are sitting there saying, man, the value of quarterback is more important than water, more important than food right now. Let's go get that quarterback. Teams are going to be looking at it. And I know the Carolina Panthers, that was a very, very, very weird one when they went and got Sam. But that's how valuable quarterbacks are. Because people fail to realize, and I got to put this out there, some coaches got this type of complex. They got this God complex. And I'm not saying that they say that they are God, but they look at it like, man, I can create, I can help, I can elevate, I can coach. Just let me get my hands on him. This is what I can do. He was drafted in the first round. Let me see if I can get some first round pedigree out of him. That's what coaches look at it like. That's a challenge. I want to be able to conquer. They're not going to sit back and say, all right, cool. But at the same time, to hedge their bet, they could be looking at it like, hey, Cowboy Nation, let me develop this guy. Let me build him up. Just hear me out, Cowboy Nation. Let me develop this guy. Let me build him up. Let me get some draft capital from him. Weird things happen out there. Stranger things happens too. Avery said one of them mofos was going to take Pitts.
Justin Fields.
I feel you.
Any idea? Actually, he's compared to a rookie player. A rookie
from this year?
From this past season, yeah.
Herbert?
He's compared to Justin Herbert.
Wow.
He says with the high-level physical tools and arm talent to attack all levels of the field, Fields has the traits to produce in today's schemed NFL passing game. He's looking at intermediate throws off play action, scripted vertical shots, and the movement concepts that cater to his ability, Fields' ability outside the pocket. Plus, he plays with a physical element that Fields brings to the position. The former Ohio State star is a runner with some designed carries between that and processing ability on drop back concept. Fields will be a great fit in offensive schemes both in San Francisco and Atlanta.
Oh, my goodness. I like Fields, man. He had one of the highest average per yards per play from a quarterback out of this draft class. I think everybody else was like averaging like 9 or 8-ish. This brother was averaging like 11. Ball in the air, completion. And I know he get the knock or what have you. But Justin, I can't see the possibility of the 49ers being so foolish and saying, okay, they're going to pass up on him. And Trey Lance, I can't see multiple teams sitting there like, we're going to pass up on him. Kid got a cannon for an arm. You know, like his mom made it with a cannon, you know. And, of course, Trevor Lawrence, the Laws out there, and Zach Wilson, those guys, you know, they're going to get drafted. They already, you know, pumped up and hyped up that they're going to get drafted. Show of hands in the chat box. Who would have thunk of that Justin Herbert last season would have had a better year than Joe Burrows? I'm waiting for y'all response there. You know, football is a cycling and fickle type of process. And I know Joe got hurt. Who would have a better career, Justin Herbert or Joe Burrows? Joe did one game. I think he put up like 50 points, I believe, last year. Or had one crazy game, I believe. Let me see. I'm going to read your comments. I love the marathon talks where we can really get into it. Yeah, Jim Laws, I appreciate you. It's a marathon. I love y'all. I do. Herbert is my dude, and he is baller. Yeah, Herbert, them boys, 88, yeah. What number was he drafted by? What number was he drafted by from the Chargers? What were they drafted? What number of draft pick? What number was he? Let me see. I say Herbert Savage, time for your mind. He was 6th overall? I didn't know that. He was that early. Okay. See, quarterbacks, man. And all it takes, just like that, for somebody to say, hey, man, you saw what happened to Herbert last year, right? Yeah. And teams are scratching their head and say, you know what, I'm going ahead and get that quarterback. And then Burrow said, hey, man, I was injured last year. I need an offensive lineman, man. Just like that, the offensive lineman goes, right? Or you say, man, y'all got rid of one of my dogs, man. I got nobody to throw the ball to. Just like that, Chase is gone, right? Herbert had better weapons, O-line, and defenses for Marcus B. See? It goes back to that argument. Systems, right? You don't know how a person can perform. Who was a better thrower of the ball, Jim Kelly or Troy Aikman, right? You got to input the system. Because when it's playoff time, I don't think I'd turn around and say, give me Jim Kelly, give me Troy. Especially, don't let it be a Super Bowl. Troy don't know what it feels like to lose one. Yeah. Burrow learns his lessons. Okay, so he was drafted 6th. Yeah, Jay Lombardi. Yeah. But don't pull up the stats, though. Do not pull up the stats. Jim Kelly versus Troy. Don't pull up the stats. Stats will, when you look at the stats, you'll be like, oh, wow. Sheesh. Less game. Look, Jim played less games, got more numbers and stats and all over the place. Yeah. Troy was spot on, yeah. Burrows is on a horrible team. This is from Bama fan. And that goes a long way. You got a Bama fan speaking up for an LSU guy, right? That goes a long way, Bama fan. You the most mature Bama fan I ever seen in my life. It's hard to find Bama fans. You know what, that LSU kid, he's all right, but they still say, man, Roll Tide. They still have to throw Roll Tide in there. But I feel you, though, man. Let me play the rest. Got one more piece on this one.
And I don't know why Justin Fields is, well, I do know why, but there's just so much going on with Justin Fields that we hear about him that we don't hear about with certain other quarterbacks. That's all a bunch of garbage, and that's wild to me. He's an awesome. Most drafts over the last 10 years, he goes number 1 overall.
Wow. See, that's Jeff Kavanaugh. He said most drafts, Justin Fields go number 1 overall. Yeah, so Justin gonna have a long way to go, man. Cause these past few years, Ohio State quarterbacks been dropping the ball. Y'all know how that goes, right? That's why Joe Burrow said, that's why I left Ohio, right? All right, Cowboy Nation, I just stole enough of y'all time, right? Y'all don't like me no more. I see y'all ain't even watching. Y'all clicked off, Y'all clicked off, man. Appreciate y'all, though. Just playing. Really appreciate you guys, man. On your way out, man, if y'all can just do me a huge favor. Hit that like. Share this content. The engagement. Keep up the engagements on this channel. And continue to support this channel. If you don't have the remunerations, the money, the paper, the bag, I promise you guys, it will happen when you hit that like. Somehow it'll just fall out of the sky for you. I'll just play it with you. Hit that like button. It's free. There's no charge to it. It does something weird to the algorithm. I'm on multiple channels. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, MySpace, Black Planet, 2 pages on YouTube. On a Newsbreak app, man, I'm everywhere, So I really appreciate you guys, man. If I had 1,000 tongues, I would say, man, thank you. Bama fan, appreciate you. Jay Lombardi, Uncle Charles, Terrence Schwartz, appreciate you. You're one of the mods there, as well as Jay Lombardi, Jay Rish, appreciate you. Pickle Rick, appreciate you for jumping in. I'm trying to give y'all shots out, man. Put down how long you guys been Cowboy fans. That's always a special place in my heart when I see people, man, say, man, 68, 72, somebody put down 2005. I was like, wow, you're young, but you still support this team. Gold star, Shout out to everybody who gave stars, right? Cowboys and Maverick, appreciate you. Rue Glock holding it down. Jay Lombardi. Shout out to the Lombardis. Avery Dudley, appreciate you. 41 years. Say Fuller. That's a long time, man. 41 years, man. Since 77. Thomas Garrett, man, I appreciate you, man. Look, Thomas, if this is the same Thomas Garrett from Facebook, keep up that hard work you've been doing, man, in the gym. Man, I've been looking at it and said, man, see, you motivated me to do an extra 5. Matter of fact, every time you hit the gym, man, just shoot me a message on the Facebook to go to my Facebook page. Say, Law, man, get in there, man. Get in there. Get some in, man. That does something to me, man. I always love to try to stay fit. Michael Campbell says since Tony Dorsett, number 33. I feel you. Ford says since 78. Sip the Truth says since 91. Appreciate you, man. 77, 93, 90. Terrence Shorts, appreciate you. 08 in the house. Pickle Rick, Asmodeus. Who's my youngest guy? Who's my youngest guy up in here? 38 years from Bama fan. Appreciate you. 54 with the star and the fire emojis, man. I love the fire emojis, man. Sheila. 74 since the 90s. 66. Akeem Law, one more mock draft. We can hit that. Let me see if I got it open. I'm gonna run it while I go find my music. And I always like to do the auto simulations because We don't have no control over it. So I wanted to have it with that natural feel. I'm continue to give y'all shots out while I run this mock draft. Brought to you by Akeem. Y'all heard that one already. Y'all listen to this one, huh? Y'all like that one? Yeah. Let me know if y'all like that one. We're going to have to do the Law Nation's Beat Grinder edition. Come on. Yeah. Let's go 4-7 on them. Automatic. Yeah. 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 Get that down. Come on. Y'all know I'll be in trouble when I be doing this. Queen of the Peace Corps be like, boy, where you at? What you doing? Yeah. Cause I love y'all. Y'all know how this thing go. Loving you is easy cause you're beautiful. Let's go. Yeah. Watch how the beat come in. Watch how the beat come in again. It just does something to you. 5, 4, 3. Yeah. Ha. I can imagine y'all rolling around with the wood grain steering wheel and y'all riding, listening to the nation, y'all bumping. And you say, Mama, there go that man again. He doing these mock drafts over here on his way out. Marcus B, appreciate you. 77 likes, appreciate you, Michael Campbell. Y'all continue to support the nation, baby. Yeah. Sheila Neal, OG, appreciate you. Chad Skinner, the winner, baby. David Jenkins. Charles Van, appreciate you. Since high school, 77, 78. Shout out to everybody who witnessed all 5 Super Bowls, by the way. Yeah. From the country, riding that horse. Yeah. Get on up there hill. That horse get to scooting then, baby. All right. Let's see what we got, man. Let's see who we got. Let's see what we got, baby. Oh, no. Oh, no. Who we got? Let's see. Oh, Slater. Slater with the 10th pick. The Dallas Cowboys select Slater. Was your heart throbbing? All right, so now we got a person that they coined as his ability to remember. This mock draft is brought to you by Akeem. Appreciate you. Since 78, Akeem. So we got Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle, Northwestern. He's versatile. You can play him inside as the guard or tackle. He will be a great understudy for, dare I say, either Lyell, or you can say click him over there to the left side. What you call this guy, Tyron Smith? Y'all seen the picture of me and Tyron Smith? Man, his hand so big, it's about the size of my head, right? So he will be a great understudy for him, right? But his problem is that they say that he got short arms. He got the T-Rex arms, right? Same issue that they got with Connor. But I think that even right now, Rashawn Slater can beat Connor Williams in an arm wrestle. Shout out to you, David. Appreciate you for sponsoring. D. Wayne, appreciate you for sponsoring. Shout out to everybody who gave the stars today. Appreciate you. So Dallas Cowboys with the 44th pick select Kelvin Joseph. This is a gritty, grimy type of corner. You can line him up anywhere on the field. They call him Boss Man Fat. He can drop some mixtapes and CDs and all of that good stuff for you. But my thing is he's about 180 pounds, give or take. And he's quick. He's fast. He's fast, too. And if you need to watch any tape, go watch the Bama tape. He did okay against the Bama, so appreciate him. All right, so we went with Ohio State, Josh Mayers, interior guy, offensive lineman. That's a good, solid situation. It's a safe move because we got to look at it like, okay, Zach, he came up with some injuries, and we know that Zach been one of those guys. He been those I'm a all-star type of guy out there, right? But it's a situation whereas you got to always evaluate that. So Josh is one of those guys with the 75th pick. And with the 99th pick, you got Jay Tuafile. I hope you guys can see. Let me make sure y'all can see that because one time I did a whole show and y'all couldn't even see it. All right, so they went with Jay. All right. Jay is the type of cat that's strong. He's physical. You can pretty much say, okay, we want to line him up at 1. Yeah, he can do that. If you want to play him at 3, he can do that. And he's a good run stopper. So I like Jay. I'll be so happy with Jay with the 99 pick because I know for sure that this is a telltale sign that Antoine Woods going to get less reps. And Cowboys finally focusing in on the middle of the interior of the team. Victor from Duke, I don't have a lot of longitude, latitude of knowledge on Victor, but you guys can break that down. I have not seen his particular film, and I ain't finna be lying to kick it over here. Y'all know how law get down. I ain't gonna do that. Y'all can go look up Victor. However you say the name, y'all look him up from Duke. Y'all look him up. I haven't looked him up. Let me see. Matter of fact, y'all can't even see what I'm seeing. Okay, y'all can see it now. Victor. Y'all look him up. Y'all YouTube him. Y'all check out all of the draft wizards out there, and all the people we got those draft grades out there for players. Y'all look him up. I ain't finna look him up. Y'all look him up. James Wiggins. Now he's one of my dogs, man. I'm gonna give him a bark because he can do just about everything. He can play. There go my dog barking. James, special teams, safety, come down and field. Now, he had injury situation, came back from injuries. Then how you going to fall down a flight of stairs, right? Like, come on, dude, what's your coordination at? That's why I'm going to grade him hard. If he come to the Dallas, I'm going to be like, dog, how you going to fall down a flight of stairs, fam? So we're going to have to work on his coordination and help him out if he come over to the Cowboys land. So we won't be. He needs some milk. So I won't be playing that drop. Joshua Ross, all of the Michigan All-Stars out there, y'all pull up Joshua, man. Y'all pull up Joshua. Y'all let me know how Joshua is, man. Pickle Rick says, that's a cold-blooded name, Pickle Rick. He says Kevin is a.k.a. Pac-Man Jones. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You can roll with Kevin, man. Stab a brother in the neck. Punch him in the nose. Get into a fight. Quentin Morris, I like him. So I think that he's a developmental tight end, though. And I think that he shows he got some good tape out there. We'll see how all of that unfold. Brady White, that's the developmental situation. I like Kuntz, though. Malcolm Kuntz. I looked him up. He's pretty good. He will fit the mold of a 3-4 outside guy, but if they bring him in for the Cowboys land, maybe, just maybe, the coaching staff can develop him to be one of those edgy guys. Akeem said he slipped badly. Yeah, he needs some milk. I bet you because he was coming from rehab. And I guess not how you think he all right, but he ain't all the way all right. And then,
oh shit, here we go again.
Yeah, that's what happened to him. Y'all pardon the French right there. That was my French. But, those stairs said. Finish him. That's what the stairs said to him, Who's ready for that Mortal Kombat movie from HBO Max? I hope y'all go and get the bootleg version, or you go and do the right thing and go purchase the HBO Max and watch that Mortal Kombat movie that's going to come out. I can't wait to watch it. That's what I need to do. Law need to start another channel, Law Nation 4.0, and start a movie review channel where I give you guys the raw feelings of what I felt against that movie, like Godzilla versus King Kong, Yeah. Too much. I said, come on, man, let's get to the point. You got the doggone gorilla in chains. Man, you got going through different worlds of the universe, digging a hole to get up to the space. Come on, I just want to see them fight. Oh, my goodness. But they did too much on the King Kong movie, or whatever the name of that movie. Too much. Just like they did too much on the WandaVision, whatever that movie is. I said, Lord, it's going to get good. I'm like, man, when? I couldn't get past the first episode. Somebody said, man, get good around about episode 3, though. So this weekend, if I have time, I'm going to try to go watch WandaVision. And the Falcon movie right now is making me mad. I'm saying, you know what? What I'm going to do with the Falcon movie, this is a series. I'm going to wait till them all get done, and then I'm going to watch the Falcon, the next Captain America dude without powers. But we'll be ready. Sean Kent said, I'll be ready for the movie. Get over here. You've been listening to Chiseled Adondes, Law Nation? No, I need to hit him up, though. He's one of my guys, but I need to hit him up. I do need to hit him up. Chiseled Adondes. Maybe we could do a podcast together. I'm going to stream it on my Fire Stick. Okay, Jim? Let me know when. Maybe we have a Fire Stick party, Falcon Winter Soldier. Say, Fuller, you staying as lit. Okay, I'm going to hold you to it. Y'all see, today is April the 14th, and Say Fuller said Falcon the Winter Soldier is lit, that series. Because I'm going to be mad if it ain't, if it's one of the... Say Fuller said he liked WandaVision. Okay. Man, I got to get out of here, man. I said, hey, baby, let me get in this room right quick. It's just going to be for a couple of minutes. Y'all know how many minutes I've been live, though. Oh, man, I don't hear the kids at all. It's supposed to be my night to give them a bath and go to bed. Oh, my goodness. Y'all don't know about them daddy duties, right? It's past bedtime. I'm still up here talking to y'all. Oh, my goodness. You ever seen that meme or whatever you call it of the guy? Because I said me one time, meme, me, whatever it is, however you call it. The guy said, hey, he was sleeping outside. He said, man, I had to win the argument with my wife, and I just wanted to sleep outside to catch some fresh air. 2 hours and 17 minutes. Oh, my goodness. That's the longest. Hey, man, I'm going to be in here for a quick minute, man. That's the longest minute in life. Oh, my goodness. Sometimes there'll be breaking news that happen, and I'll be just now doing this and doing that, and I'll be like, oh, can I just go talk about this for a quick second? Oh, my goodness. You got to always leverage your time, right? Yeah. You always got to leverage. I'm looking for my outro music, by the way. See, the outro music is so long that I can't load it on my soundboard, so I got to find another way, And I've been doing it for a long time, that outro music. Appreciate you, Avery. Y'all know it's about one of those things. I turn to y'all before the network, Say Fuller. Appreciate it. Because Say Fuller, the reason why you turn to us before the network, because I don't think that Stephen A. Smith or any of those guys, Shay Sharp, will ever say, hey, man, shout out to Akeem, shout out to Say Fuller, shout out to, David Wiley. Appreciate you for the donation. And shout out to Young Wilson for making the donation earlier, But I tell people all the time, if you want a thing bad enough, right? Now, they say, Law, why you keep saying this, man? Because I want it to be permeated into your mind, heart, soul, and sinew. I want this to be on your mind, regardless of what you do. Whether it's doing push-ups or whether it's like Thomas Garrett, man, just eating the 45s like this, man. Or was they at a 50-pound weight? But Thomas would tell you, doesn't matter the size of the dumbbell. As long as you get out there and you pump that iron. Matter of fact, he probably got some routines that with 2-pound weight, man, it'll push you all the way back. Bruce Lee wasn't the biggest guy, but he said 2 pounds of pressure will break a knee. Let me know if I'm lying. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep for it. If all of your desires of it makes you quite mad enough that you don't get tired of it, and it makes you hold all other things tawdry and cheap for it, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it and fret for it and plan for it and lose all terror of God or man for it, if you will simply, oh just simply, go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength and scarcity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and third pertinacity. If neither cold, poverty, or famish, or fame, or sickness, or body, or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dogged and grim and besieged and beset it with the help of Almighty, guess what, Cowboy Nation? You can get it. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Hey, y'all know how we do this thing. Every time, man, I try to spit this thing for y'all mind, huh? Why? Because I know with your heart and your determination for the nation, we can get there, Cowboys. We can. Without the ramifications of sitting back saying to ourselves, man, look at what they're doing. No. We stay focused. You know, we got to get this thing going. Appreciate everybody that's jumping around, man. Shout out to you, Keem, again. Shout out to you, Thomas. Shout out to everybody that's here. Iceberg Q. John Sullivan since 1979 for your mind. Let's go. Turn me up. Let's go, Cowboy Nation. Where my dogs at, man? Where my dogs at, man? Where my dogs at? Here we go. Where my wolves at? Here we go. Let's burn down this house, baby, in the right way. Purge, baby. Purge. Yeah. Purge it. I think about Friday. I think about let's do a marathon show. That means I don't have to do nothing the next day and just go live until they tell me that, man, the lights finna turn on. Let's do that Friday. Who's down for it, baby? Who's down for it Friday? Who's down for it Friday, baby? Let me know if you with me. Let me know if you with me. Where my Spartans at?
This is Sparta. This is Sparta.
Come on. Yes, sir. Yeah. Who's down with me, man? You know, I'm looking for a few people, man. I ain't looking for a lot. Shout out to Michael Campbell again, man. Hey, shout out to everybody that's on the Telegram that been supporting this thing, shooting out information there. Shout out to Miss Jackie every single morning. Miss Jackie hit me up with great content, great information to put out there to the Mecca. Appreciate you, Miss Jackie. KD, he's saying he's down. Yeah. Oh, guess what? This weekend, my dog, Big Game James, everything else remained the same, is in town. Let's go hit up something. Hit them up, right? Y'all know when you put two of the baddest people in the same place at the same time, it's troublesome, right? Yeah. Let's hit up Frisco. What spot we could dominate out there? Maybe the sports bar out there. I heard Mike Fish got something going on at the Mavericks. Maybe we go over there at the Mavericks bar. Yeah. So y'all don't meet me there, beat me there, huh? Let's do that. Let's do that this weekend. So if you're in the Frisco area, let's get down like 4,000 pounds and let's triculate this thing and formulate this thing to the right thing, right? So let's talk draft, let's talk football, let's chill, let's eat, let's party. Let's do it all at the start this weekend, huh? If you're in this area, let's go. Turn me up. Appreciate everybody who's sharing the content. That does something nasty to me, baby. Appreciate you, man. Y'all continue, man. I'm spitting over here on the mic. Jumped out my mouth. But I'm going to tell y'all something right quick. Tell y'all something. When I look at the Law Nations 2.0 page, and I know the struggle, because not everybody get the content over here, because I don't post every day. But let me tell you something. For the faithful few that watches me on the 2.0 page and then jump over to the Law Nations page, I really appreciate you. I really do. And for the faithful few that understand that the liberation for the nation is not until June the 2nd, I appreciate you. I really do. For the faithful few that follow me on Law Nation page and they said, okay, you're not able to go live like 95 there, but I still want to follow you on the 2.0 page, that's mean a lot. That flat out do. For the faithful few that watch my Instagram content, even though Instagram is not designed for the type of content that I do, I really appreciate you. For those who follow my Twitter gang, appreciate you. I really appreciate you guys. I know I don't have enough time to just call out your names, but y'all know who you are. And for everybody that's out there on my Facebook, look, this is my 3rd time doing Facebook, believe it or not, like Ripley's. I really flat out appreciate those who are over there on the Facebook groove. Y'all could be doing 1,000 things on Facebook. And the reason why I say the content for Instagram not even belongs there, because really nobody really doing Cowboys content in long form on the actual Instagram. When you go to Instagram, there's nothing but booty shaking and comedies, right? There's nothing, and philosophers. Everybody's a philosopher. Everybody on the money game. I'm the only one spitting Cowboys content, technically speaking. I really appreciate y'all. Right? Think about it. Instagram, booty shaking comedy club. That's all they doing. Everybody got a skit. Right now, if I wanted to, maybe I could just get into the skit game. But it ain't me. I really appreciate you. Oh, on the news break too. Appreciate you, Michael Campbell. That's what I'm talking about. Man. Oh, man. Because they say when you're up against the struggles, meet it squarely face to face. Lift your chin, set your shoulders, plant your feet, and take a brace. When it's vain to try to dodge it, do the best that you can do. And y'all know Law Nation been doing that. That's all the time that I have for this beautiful moment. My name is Law Nation. One way or another, let's go. Let's continue to grind and shine. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best. Let's go. We out. Peace. Look at that boy right there. He's roll over there, ain't he? Get off my screen. Let's go.
Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging, she icy. Freeze, photo, please, no photos. No, G's, no, please, no photos.
Come on, let's go.
Hit the door and the dome and just whole team here, might need some. Still young, but I move like a new deal to my lawyer. If you're down in my management, I'm just warming up, wait till I old producer saw the numbers one. Different colors in my baggy light. Chalk it up.
Appreciate you, Uncle Charles.
Wanna get you a ring and you tough enough.
Shout out to your pickle, Rick.
Run it up. I used to be quiet and out of luck. Now I move up
Queen.
The hate and the jealousy.
I see you, Miss Queen.
Yep. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on blinging, she freeze, photo,
David
please,
Jenkins.
no, G's,
Salute, Jim Laws. Sadiqa, let's go. Yeah. Come on.
I got paid to play today. I get paid to stay away.
Cedric, let's go.
I might make it rain today.
Shout out to all of the Facebook gang. Y'all put share in the comment box. Let's go.
would never sell my only soul. Heard your whole team was for sale. Heard it's on the market for the low. Who the realest, we might never know. All this acting, you gon' play a role. Give you the world when they sign you up. Try you out and then they line you up. Ooh, now you're looking hungry, ribs are touching, need some food.
Yeah.
Now you're all on live acting surprised, but you was fooled. Boy,
Let me hear
get
that
out the
finish him
way,
again.
spend the day, now you're old news.
Yeah.
Now you got the pen and pad, you're trying to take my moves. Nowadays, nothing really excites me. Only one of me and nobody's like me. Phone ringing and
Shango Live. Shout out to Michael. Let's go.
Freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no photos. Nowadays, nothing really excites me.
That's for all my 420.
Nobody's like me. Phone ringing and I tell him it's ice. I got wifey on bling and she freeze, photo, please, no photos. G's, no, please, no
For all my
photos.
haters, slap them around, baby. We out.